Whenever our class was kind of deciding, okay, we want to go on some kind of a mission trip, where do we want to go? There's a lot of people that had some pretty strong ties with Haiti.
I decided to go to Mexico with some of my friends over spring break, and it was just kind of spur of the moment kind of thing, and didn't plan it out, didn't have any really expectations.
It kind of turned into almost more of a whim decision, but as I thought more and more about it, it really became a God thing.
We'd been working for many months, if not a year, trying to figure out where do we fit, where do we belong, where should we go. And what we finally came up with was the opportunity to go to Nicaragua.
We were all kind of nervous about the drive down, and we've heard things, and we were all really nervous.
It was a little scary just knowing that we're going to be going to a different country where none of us spoke the language, and none of us were really comfortable there.
As we got to the airport, we had no ride. Our ride had not showed up, so our big concern was, oh great, are we going to be stranded here in the airport, and we don't want to be here after dark. By the time lunch was over, our ride was there, and we were rolling from there.
It was already an instant culture shock just walking right through the airport and having all these Haitians try to grab our bags and get tips from that.
We definitely had to leave our comfort zone. Only one of us in the group spoke Spanish. So when we arrived there and we got to this campground and 75 kids showed up that all spoke Spanish, we were quite uncomfortable.
Didn't know any Spanish going down there. It didn't matter to anyone, and you were just brought into the family as soon as you got there.
We found other ways to communicate, whether it was playing sports or goofing around or hand signals or whatever the case may be. God quickly subsided those fears that we had of leaving our comfort zone, of not being able to speak Spanish.
You know, James says that perfect religion is caring for orphans and widows, and so just being down there and caring for them and looking after them and being able to minister to them was really it was very exciting, and it was very fulfilling for us, and as hopefully it was for them as well.
I was struck listening to stories of people coming back. This is a work trip. There's a lot of hard work that's done, but if you listen to people, you don't hear them complain about, all the work they had to do, or the living conditions, or the different rules. I mean, you just hear people talk about how they have gained more than they've given.
There's so many different problems that they have down in Haiti that we don't have here in America, and it really just kind of drives home the point of that God is in control and that we need to rely on Him for everything.
The one thing that really strikes you when you see pictures of the children in the different villages and the adults alike, that everyone looks happy, and you can see real joy in their eyes and on their faces. And I think that's a great lesson that we make our decisions. God provides avenues for us all to be happy.
So once we left Haiti and we got on the plane, we already had reverse culture shock. I just remember staring out the window thinking, I can't wait to go back because there's so much to do there.
We became friends with many of these kiddos on Facebook, and although we can't really communicate that well, Facebook kind of translates some of that stuff.
When she got home, she was a different person. You could tell that the trip, which started out as, like she had mentioned, with very little expectations, you could tell that she had changed, and that she had grown closer to God through the work that she was doing down there.
We found out within a few days after the camp, one of the campers that we had become pretty close with was baptized. Was that a direct result of us being there? Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't really matter. The point is, we know that God was working down there, and we know that God is working in those lives of those kids, and we want to continue to be a part of that, and we're grateful for the Edmond Church of Christ for giving us that opportunity.